The newest Star Wars Unlimited set, Secrets of Power, has arrived, so let's open up some packs.
Varykino. If it's Star Wars, we collect it.
Hello there, thanks for visiting Varykino. I'm really excited for this new set for Star Wars Unlimited, the trading card game. As you can see, this set is called Secrets of Power, so it has a little bit more of a political theme here. We can see the spotlight decks. We have Padme Amidala and Chancellor Palpatine. As a big fan of Padme Amidala, I was really excited to see her so featured in this new set. So I've picked up quite a few boxes. I have both of the character spotlight decks, a standard booster box of 24 packs, and a full carbonite pack with 12 carbonite packs. But today I'm going to be opening up the standard pack containing 24 packs, and I'm really excited. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Coming up really soon, we'll start opening up all of those packs, but let's just take a really quick look at the packaging. Here we have the booster box, but of course it still has the logo Star Wars Unlimited shrink wrap all over it, kind of hiding a lot of the details. So I'm just going to go in and take this off so we can see the art on the box properly, because there are some really neat characters and a little bit of sort of a preview of some of the art that we see in some of the cards inside. So opening this one up, then we can take a closer look. There we go. Let's put that out of the way. So here we have on the top flap, we have Star Wars Unlimited. We've got C-3PO, Mon Mothma, Cassian Andor. That looks like Obi-Wan and Anakin in the speeder from Attack of the Clones. That looks like Jabba the Hutt there at the top. Of course, a very powerful figure in Star Wars. There we have the logo. The accent color for Secrets of Power is purple, which I quite like. It reminds me of some of Padme Amidala's gorgeous Senate dresses that she wears. It contains 24 booster packs there. On this side, we have a space battle artwork there. And on the back, we've got a dark trooper there. It says Secrets of Power, the plot thickens. Then we've got a little bit of a blurb here. The Secrets of Power set features characters and content from across multiple eras in the Star Wars galaxy, with a heavy focus on spies, politicians, criminals, and covert agents. Each booster pack can be used to build and upgrade decks for head-to-head multiplayer draft or sealed play. This display box contains 24 booster packs, each with 16 randomly inserted game cards. And on this side, we have Moff Tarkin there, or Grand Moff Tarkin, depending on the era. Very nice. And I do love that we're still getting that black on a black accent design there. Very fun. On the underside, copyright, text, barcode, all of that kind of stuff. So let's just go and take a little look at some of the pack art inside. If I can get this lid to pop out. Here we go. Okay, so let's have a look. We have Cassian Andor. We have Mon Mothma and Jabba the Hutt. So those characters are featured there on the top flap, and they are going to be the 3-pack designs. So just going to adjust the camera angle and let's get opening these really fun booster packs. Okay, I'm going to start off with the Mon Mothma pack. I think she is a great character to have for Secrets of Power, especially with the recent Andor series. So let's get stuck in. On the back, we've got some of the copyright. I always love the little Star Wars touches to the barcodes on the back. That looks really fun. Okay, exciting. Opening the first pack from a brand new set. So as you can see, we've got the same card back as always with the Star Wars Unlimited logo and that fun little blue design there on the underside. So flipping over, we're going to start with the leader card for this set. And my very first card is a hyperspace. You can see that the design goes all the way to the edge, and we have Luthen Rail, perfect for Andor. He is a common card, but a very important character, very cool. And of course, we do have one on the back. Very nice. Again, hyperspace on both sides when you get a leader card. That's really fun. Then a second card in the deck is going to be our location card. US Crew Entertainment District. It's a little bit of a tongue twister there one. From Coruscant, that looks fun, and that is a common one. And then our token on the back is Experience. I love this scene with Luthen kind of getting into his sort of antiquities dealer persona there. That is very fun. I like him sort of smiling in the mirror there. Very fun design. Now we're going to go through the rest of the cards, starting with commons, then uncommons, and hopefully some special cards in the back. We have Naboo Security Force, Armor of Fortune, Imperial Dark Trooper, ooh, a Hyperspace, Coruscant Undercity Police. Very nice. You can see the design going all the way to the outside. Though, of course, these standard cards just have a standard back on them. Ambitions Reward, we've got Deirdre Mero. She's such a fun character. Great to see Andor cards in this new set. Skyhopper Canyon Runner, ASP Laborer, Pursue the Lead. We've got Mandalorian in there. Very fun. Xenoas Shadow Fighter. And we're into the uncommons. Jar Jar Binks in the Senate. Undercover Operation. Ooh, another hyperspace. Oh, look at that. I got a hyperspace variant of Jar Jar in the same pack. That's quite fun. Of course, I would absolutely love to collect all of my favorite cards in hyperspace, but it is always fun. I've got a couple in this set already. That's quite nice. A rare Chancellor Palpatine, I Am the Senate. That is very fun. Cool. My first rare from this new set, and I could see my final card. Of course, it's always a foil in the back, but this one is a hyperspace foil, which is really, really fun. And I especially love these space scenes for that sort of hyperspace effect. It goes all the way to the outside. And of course, the foil effect, we have the Heroic Arc 170, a common card, but a very fun effect there. Love that foil. Oh, that was a great start. Some fun cards. Got a hyperspace foil and a rare card. Okay, next up, I'm going to go with Cassian Andor. There is quite a good amount of Andor cards in this set, which is really fun. Okay, I'm going to put the packet away. Going to start off with our leader card as always. C-3PO and a hyperspace. This is fun. He is a common card, but of course he's so iconic. We've got the sort of little Death Star control panel behind him there. Very nice. And then of course we have the leader unit side there on the back, slightly wider there. Nice. I love the hyperspace designs. Very cool. And our location is Rick's Road from Ferrix, another Andor card. And my token on the back of this one is a Twi'lek Spy. Very nice. That's cool. Okay, moving on, starting with the commons. Populist Champion with Thunderous Applause. Very nice. Relief Request. Ferrix Uprising, Duchess's Investigators, Covert Operative, Republic War Walker, Regulations Bureaucrat, Clandestine Connections, into the uncommons, Kazuda Xiono from Resistance, Renowned Dignitaries, Elia Kane. She was a very fun character from the Mandalorian series. We have a rare, Dismantle the Conspiracy on Camino. Very nice. And my foil is Naboo Security Force, a common but very cool foil effect. Okay, now let's go on with a Jabba the Hutt pack. Okay, and my leader card for this one is Deirdre Mero. She is a common but a very cool character. I like the artwork there. good likeness for the actress there. And of course on the back, slightly wider art there. My base is the hyperspace card this time, Naval Intelligence HQ on Coruscant. Really cool hyperspace effect there. And of course my token on the back is also hyperspace for the Twi'lek spy. Moving through the commons. Death Trooper, very cool art. Unveiled Might, that looks like Moff Gideon in his armor there, very cool. Defense Fleet X-Wing. Remote Escort Tank. Academy Disciplinarian. Beguile, we've got Padme there. Grassroots Resistance with some very cute Ewoks with their bows and arrows. Corellian Hounds. Krea's Whispers. Ooh, as a fan of Knights of the Old Republic, that's really fun to see a little nod there from the second game. Very nice. I like that one. Oppression Breeds Rebellion. We've got Cassian there in the Imperial Prison on program. Here's our first uncommon. Primor Personnel Carrier, also uncommon. We have a hyperspace legendary. Rutan Pala. The names are hard to pronounce in some of these cards. The droid control ship. Very cool. A legendary. Nice hyperspace card there. Interesting that I got a legendary before a rare. I usually get them the other way around. Luthen's Hallcraft. This was on the box and I was fairly certain it was Luthen's ship from as we see it in Andor, but just something about the angle. I was just not too sure, and very nice to see that confirmed there with the really fun art and the space battle destroying a TIE fighter there. That is a rare card. And my foil is an uncommon Tempest Assault. So we've got the foil effect down the bottom on this one. Very cool. Okay, some really fun cards in that one. Getting some good hit rates for the hyperspace cards. I do love them. Okay, we've got another Mon Mothma pack. Yes, over here. Leader card is going to be Jabba the Hutt. He is a common. We can see there. And the artwork on the back. Mount Tantus, as we see in the Bad Batch. Wayland, a common, but very cool. I do love the Bad Batch. Nice to see that as a location card in this set. And we have the spy card, the token unit on the other side. Moving through the commons, we have Retaliation, another one from Andor. We have Cyril Khan here in the artwork. That's quite fun. Shadow Crawler. Scour the Archives. Oh, episode 2. We have Jocasta Nu helping Obi-Wan Kenobi. A hyperspace card, Heroic Arc 170. Very fun. I got the foil of this one just a pack or two ago. That's quite fun. That is a common, but it just looks so cool. Let's Call It War. We've got Saw Gerrera there. Bravo Squadron Fighter. A little bit of the Phantom Menace here. Heroic Arc 170, the standard version there. That's fun. The common Coruscant Undercity Police. We have these in the mobile app game Galaxy of Heroes. It's sort of fun seeing a little bit of that in here as well. Unruly Astromech. We're into the uncommons now. Senator Chuchi. I love that art. That's a really nice pose. Very fiery. Dedra Mero as a unit with verifiable data. That's quite fun. I like that art. Bail Organa responding to catastrophe as we see him on Coruscant in episode 3 trying to help the Jedi at the Jedi Temple. Here's an uncommon. We have a rare, fully armed and operational. We've got the second Death Star There, this is a trick event card, a rare. And for my foil, I have the common card, Contraband Star Hopper. I do kind of hope to get some, slightly more rarer cards for my foils, but it is still fun to see that really cool effect. Okay, in with a Jabba the Hutt pack this time. I have to say, I don't know if I'll ever be able to pull a showcase card. I have yet to pull one. That would be the dream. Okay, we have a Hyperspace Mon Mothma leader card. That's really cool. Of course, I have my favorite characters, and it's really fun to get them in a slightly more special format there. She's a common, but the Hyperspace really does add a little bit more extra to that. This almost looks like her sort of impassioned speech there. That's really nice. And then again, they're on the back. Very cool. I'm happy about that one. We have Republic City, Hosnian Prime as our common base location card here. And the token upgrade is the Experience Luthen Rail artwork there on the back. Moving through the commons, Cruel Commandos, Bardotan Ornithopter, Naboo Security Force, Armor of Fortune, Grassroots Resistance, Ambition's Reward, Krea's Whispers, Supreme Council Aid, Unauthorized Investigation. We're into the uncommons. We have Kino Loy, You Answer to Me. That's really fun. More Andor characters getting featured here. A unit card. When has become now. We've got Tarkin and Krennic. That's nice. Oh, I have a legendary Hyperspace Dryden Voss. I get all worked up when he's got his face markings there and his blades out. That is really cool. A nice legendary card. Fun to see solo content in here as well. And we have a rare Captain Rex as a unit card into the firefight. That is really nice. I like that one. Okay. And for our foil, I get a rare. I was just saying I was hoping to get some higher rarities for my foil. This is Cyril Khan as a unit card. Where is he? Very fun. He was such an interesting character in Andor. Fun foil effect. Okay, there were quite a few doubles of some of the common cards in that pack, but it really came through at the end there with some really fun rare cards there right at the end. So I'm happy about that. Okay, next pack. Sabe, fun, and she is a rare as a leader card. That's nice. I've been getting commons mostly for my leader cards. Queen's Shadow. Nice. A rare leader card for Sabe. And on the back, slightly wider artwork there. Fun. And then we have a common for our location base card, Republic City, Hosnian Prime. And our token on the back is the Spy. Moving through the cards with the commons first, ISB Shuttle. Traeus Acolyte. Wow, that is like the armor that we see in Star Wars The Old Republic for the Sith Acolytes with those very distinctive ornate masks. That is really neat. I like the symbol here. That's quite fun. Neat. I love the artwork on that one. That one looked really cool as like a hyperspace foil. Nubian Star Skiff. Alderaanian Envoys. Viper Probe Droid, Rebellious Functionary, A-Wing, classic, Inspiring Senator, Outer Rim Constable, the Galleon, we're into the uncommons now, Charged with Espionage, Charged with Corruption. Oh, Ooh, a legendary Darth Treya, Lord of Betrayal. Wow, she is cool with her 3 purple lightsabers. That is a really neat art. And a legendary. Following some good legendaries so far. Very exciting. And for my foil, we have Covert Operative. That is a common. We have a Nortolan there. Very cool. I'm loving that Treya card. That's very exciting. Do like pulling legendaries a little bit early in the booster pack opening. Then you know you've got at least a few good cards, and rather than waiting to the end. Okay. We have our leader card is the common Mon Mothma standard. And there again on the back. For my location card, we have the Imperial Prison Complex from Narkina 5, a common card, but an iconic location. Very cool. And the token on the back is Luthen Rail Experience there on the back. Moving through the commons. Dracelian Commandos, Chandrilan Sponsor, Reconnaissance, Rotunda Senate Guards, Lone Shark, High Command Counselor, Strike Force X-Wing. That is gorgeous art. I really like that one with the TIE Fighter chasing him behind. Very cool. I'd love to see this one in a hyperspace foil. Emissaries Sheathipede, Contempt for Culture, another scene from Andor. Fun. Into the uncommons, Imbaran Mobile Cannon, Hondo Anaka. Oh, that's cool. He is so fun. I love seeing that. Cool. With his Koikian monkey lizard, you better hurry. And we have Populist Advisor. We have the rare Exiled from the Force. And for my foil, we have the rare Major Partagas. Very cool. You can really feel the Andor influence in this set, which is really fun, of course, being such a popular show, all about, you know, spies and sort of backroom dealings. Very cool. Okay, next pack. We have Dedra Mirror, Common Leader. No hyperspace or anything on this one. And we have the other side. Senate Rotunda is my base location card from Coruscant, a common. The token is Spy. Moving through the commons. Dani Pilgrim. Nubian Star Skiff. Alderaanian Envoys. Ferrix Uprising. Let's Call It War. A-Wing. Political Bully. That is really fun. I believe this is George Lucas's character, or at least it looks like the Pantoran, kind of with the get-up that we see him in that little cameo in episode 3 there. Reckless Rebel. Trade Federation Delegates. We're into the uncommons now. Cantwell Arrestor Cruiser. Of course, named after Colin Cantwell, the concept artist. That's really fun to see that nod there. That's an uncommon card. Yay, we have Princess Leia. She is an uncommon. It's not over yet. Very cool. Blasting her way out of the detention block in A New Hope. I love that art. Very cool. Okay, we have the uncommon Convene the Senate. We have the legendary Chopper. It's his war hero. That's fun. Oh, nice. Chopper is so fun. Very cool. Another legendary. I'm getting some good odds there with legendaries. That's really fun. And my foil card for this pack is Armor of Fortune, where we have Grief Karga from The Mandalorian. A common card, but very fun. Gives just a little bit of bling to the Beskar that he's holding there. Very cool. Okay, we're on to a Mon Mothma pack this time. Nice and easy to open these packs, I have to say, which is always good. Okay, and we have another Mon Mothma leader card, a common, and the reverse. Location card, a common, Imperial Prison Complex, Narkina 5, with the Luthen Rail experience token on the back. So, going through the commons, Traeus Acolyte, I love the art on this card. Oh. ISB Shuttle, Rotunda Senate Guards, oh, Hyperspace, Diplomatic Envoy, nice. Something about hyperspace just works so well with starships. It looks really cool. Gives it a bit of motion. And I like the sort of slightly sort of out of focus background there. Like it's flying by very quickly. Very cool. FN Trooper Corps. Republic Auric Starfighter. Accelerate Our Plans. Covert Operative. Rebellious Functionary. Into the uncommons, we have Marva Andor. We've been sleeping. That's neat. She was such an awesome character in Andor. We have the Taylander Shuttle, an uncommon. Disciples Devotion. That looks like Atten Rand from the second Knights of the Old Republic game. Very cool. Or at least the outfit very much looks like Atten Rand's outfit there. And I have a rare Naboo Royal Starship fit for a queen. You know I love Naboo things and Queen Amidala. That is really cool to have that as a rare. Very, very cool. And my foil for this one is a hyperspace foil Naboo Security Force. Again, this looks like it is actually in the Theed Castle there. With the background, oh cool, the blaster fire looks really good in that hyperspace effect. Very exciting. Only a common card, but one that I personally like, so that's very fun. Just going to move some of these cards to the back because I'm getting quite a few packs open here, so we can make some space. We have a Cassian pack this time. I know the pack art doesn't really have any bearing to the inside cards, but I'm always a little bit superstitious when it comes to opening cards. Okay, for our leader card, we have Colonel Yularen. This is why we plan. A common leader card, but it is a new one for me. I haven't gotten this one so far, so that's good. Checking off another common from the list, and that is the other side there. I have Republic City, Hosnian Prime for my base card. A common with the Luthen Rail experience token on the back. Moving through the commons, Congress of Malastare, Senator's Aid, that looks like Padme in episode 3 there in the background, which is very nice. Dogmatic Shock Squad, ISB Shuttle, Imperial Occupier, Emissaries from Ryloth, Hut Cartel Starfighter, Reckless Rebel, Accelerate Our Plans, into the uncommons now, Convene the Senate, The Wrong Ride. Oh, we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi and young Leia there from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. That's quite fun there. Corporate Warmongering with Count Dooku. We have a rare Hyperspace Disaster. Defeat all space units. That's a fun card. And for my foil, we have the common Rebel Pathfinder. So, got some new cards in that pack. That was nice. I know once you start opening up multiple packs, you do start to get quite a few of the commons and uncommons, but that one had quite a good number of ones that I haven't gotten so far, so that was nice. Okay, we have the standard C-3PO leader card. I think I got the hyperspace version earlier. He's a common, but I really do like the artwork here. And that is the reverse there. Uskru Entertainment District. I'm not sure if that's an acronym or you're supposed to pronounce it, but from Coruscant. A common base card and Spy there on the reverse side. Moving through the commons, Unveiled Might with Moff Gideon, Scour the Archives, Tracelian Commandos, Jade Squadron Patrol, nice, getting some new cards, Regulations Bureaucrat, Rebel Pathfinder, Enforcer Squadron, it's nice, Bogged Down in Procedure, Contempt for Culture. Into the uncommons now, Rebel Propagandist, Valiant Commando, Wilro Hood, oh that's fun, On the Run. If you've ever been to a Star Wars Celebration convention, you know the running of the hoods where everyone dresses up like Wilro Hood. That is so fun to see him here. Here's an uncommon card. That is really fun. A background character but getting featured, very cool. And we have a rare Punishing One, nice, Takes No Prisoners, nice, named ship there as a rare. And my foil is the Xenos Shadow Fighter, a common card, but again, starfighters always look really fun with the foil effect. Very cool. Okay, I'm hoping to pull a few more sort of rarer leader cards because that's where the really sort of feature characters do tend to be included. So, okay, we have Dryden Voss as a leader and he is a rare. So there we go. I was hoping for some rarer ones and I got one. There we go. I never ask twice. Very good. Of course, he is perfect for Underworld. I do like sometimes the slightly wider angles there on the back. You can sort of see his whole pose with his hands. They're a little bit cut off on that other side. So that's the full proper art. Very nice there on the back. Amnesty Housing, a common card. This is a Coruscant one. Base location card there. And there we have the spy token there on the back. Moving through the commons, we have the Consular's Cruiser, Retaliation, Shadow Crawler, ooh, a Hyperspace, Grassroots Resistance of the Ewoks. That's really cute. I love Ewoks. That's a really fun card. Okay, I'm happy I have the Hyperspace variant of that one. Very cool. Okay, Contraband Starhopper, Beguile, Sith Assassin, another nod to Star Wars The Old Republic. This is the gear that you can get in the game as a Sith Assassin. This version is also in the mobile app game Galaxy of Heroes. And that looks like a little bit of Korriban there in the background. I really do like that. That's very cool. Corellian Hounds, Lurking Snub Fighter. Into the uncommons, we have Screeching TIE Fighter, Corporate Warmongering, AAT Incinerator, that's really cool. And we have a rare, the Ebon Hawk. That's really fun, of course. The Ebon Hawk being the iconic ship from Knights of the Old Republic. As a big fan of Knights of the Old Republic, this is really fun to see some of the sort of more older expanded universe characters and ships being included in this one. And it's a rare, so I'm very happy to add this one to my collection. Love that art. I would love to see this in a hyperspace foil, but we'll see. And my foil from this one is the iconic ISB shuttle. Very cool. I love that foil effect. It does work a little bit better on the paler sections. You don't really see the foil as much on the dark background, but it does look very, very cool. Okay, on to another Mon Mothma pack. And my leader card is Governor Price from Star Wars Rebels, and she is a rare. Yay, I am actually getting some rarer leader cards. That's very nice. Tyrant of Lothal. Very nice, looking very sinister there. And there we have sort of the full version there with the stormtroopers either side of her. Very nice, exciting. Naval Intelligence HQ or Headquarters Coruscant, a common card. And there we have the back, which is the spy token. Moving through, we have Lost Jedi as a common card. That looks like the armor that you can get in Star Wars: The Old Republic. Very cool. Kind of the armor plates with the brown robes. Very fun there. Okay, moving through the commons. Diplomatic Envoy, Dani Pilgrim, Political Bully, Republic Oryx Starfighter, Trade Federation Delegates, Ando Commission, Warrior of Clan Ordo. This again is Knights of the Old Republic. That is cool with the older sort of Mandalorian style armor. Very fun. I love that style of helmet. Very cool with the big vibro sword there. Oh, very nice. Okay, Junior Senator. Oh, that is so cute. A little young hammerhead there running down the corridors. Into the uncommons, we have Cinta Kaz. Nice, from Andor again. Rebel, the struggle comes first. Very nice. I don't have that one, so that's good. Even though it's an uncommon, I haven't come across that one, so very cool. Charged with Murder, we have Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. Nice there. Uncommon again. Rebel Propagandist. A legendary Darth Sion, Lord of Pain. Neat. Again, Knights of the Old Republic coming through strong in this set. So, of course, he is one of the three Sith Triumvirate alongside Darth Nihilus and Darth Traya. So that is really fun. That's so cool. You can see that artwork there. A legendary Scion. Oh, neat. And then my foil is the rare Tala Durith. I can get you inside from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Very fun with stormtroopers behind her. A rare hyperspace foil. Very nice. I keep getting commons. Not complaining, but you know, sometimes you want some cooler cards. And of course, I don't have that card in standard version, so getting it in foil is cool. Okay, next pack. Okay, leader card. Luthen Rail, Don't You Want to Fight for Real? Common. And there is the reverse there. And then I have Rick's Road from Ferrix as my base card, a common, but it's a hyperspace, which is very cool. I love that. And then, of course, we get a hyperspace experience token there on the back as well, which is always kind of fun. The leader and the base cards kind of give you that little bit of extra with the hyperspace effect on both sides. Moving through the commons now, we have Defense Fleet X-Wing, Reconnaissance, Dogmatic Shock Squad, High Command Counselor, Strike Force X-Wing, Lone Shark, ASP Laborer, Sudden Ferocity. Oh, Grand Inquisitor. Neat art on that one. That one's only a common and I don't have it. Nice. I love the motion on the blades there. Really cool. Okay. Skyhopper Canyon Runner. Into the uncommons now. No One Ever Knew. We've got Rebels there with Hera and Ezra. Cadel Connix from the sequel trilogy. Very nice. Good art. Then we have Diplomatic Immunity We have Princess Leia with Darth Vader. This is an uncommon card, but one I don't have. This pack is giving me some good cards. Filling out some of my checklist. Really nice. Love the stormtroopers there in the back as well. Okay, a legendary Lando Calrissian. Trust me. Legendary card. Nice. He is a unit. There we see him on, is it a Cloud City with Lobot behind him. Very cool. And my foil is the uncommon The Wrong Ride from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. That's really cool. Oh, some neat cards in that set. Knocking off some of those ones that I'm missing from the commons and uncommons. Very good. Okay. Next pack. Still got a few to go, and I've already had some really fun pulls. Okay, here we have Slime Moore as my leader card from this pack, and she is a common. Nice. I haven't pulled this one so far, so that's good. Cypher in the Dark. And there we have the reverse, slightly sort of wider shot. We can see the Death Trooper beside her there. Very nice. Republic City, Hosnian Prime in a hyperspace variant there as my base card. A common, but a really nice artwork there. My token on the back is the Spy one there, token unit. Moving through the commons, Raxian Assembly, Senate Warden, Theed Security. Oh, a hyperspace, Armor of Fortune. Very cool. Grief Karga again. Rebel Pathfinder. Hunting Assassin Droid. Oh, it looks like HK-47, but it's like the sort of silver versions. Of course, HK is more of an orange, so it's fun to see an HK droid in here. Of course, linking back to the Old Republic era. Very nice. Sneaking Suspicion, we have Padme Amidala here. Very nice, in one of her Clone Wars outfits there. FN Trooper Corps. Inner Rim Coalition, we have a Cellcath, another nod to Knights of the Old Republic, of course. Very, very cool to see that in here. Moving through the uncommons now. It's not over yet with Princess Leia. Sakatro Vizago. Lobot, Cloud City Coordinator, very cool. Of course, if you've got Lando, you're going to want Lobot. I have the rare Karis Nemik, again from Andor. Nice. Rare card. And my foil from this pack is the uncommon Creditor's Claim with a Pike Syndicate member there. Very fun. I don't think I have that one, even though it is an uncommon. So nice to get another one from the checklist. Okay, next pack. Still got a few to go. We've got another C-3PO leader card. Common, of course, a common card. We're going to get a few of these. That is the other side. Nice as always. My base card is the Senate Rotunda on Coruscant, a common card. And then we have the experience token there on the back. Moving through the commons, Raxian Assembly, Jade Squadron Patrol with Thunderous Applause. Ooh, a Hyperspace Lurking Snub Fighter. Hyperspace looks good on the Starship cards. Very nice there. ISB Agent. Crate Veteran. Unauthorized Investigation. Lurking Snub Fighter, the standard version. Inspector's Shuttle. Into the uncommons now. Garindan, Information Broker, of course, from A New Hope. The Imperial Spy, the Kubaz, very nice. Nala Say, as we see her in the Bad Batch on Camino, very nice. Chief Medical Scientist, an uncommon card, but one I don't think I have, so very happy for that one. Mina Bonteri, Stop This War. She is an uncommon card. Legendary, Let's Talk from Solo. We have their So many cool characters all together. Very cool. And my foil, Beguile, where we have Padme Amidala. Very nice. A common, but nevertheless very cool. I like having Padme in my cards. Okay, a Jabba pack next. My leader card from this pack is a rare. I get Satine Kryze. Very cool. Of course, from the Clone Wars. Nice. Getting a few more of the rarer leader cards. And there she is there on the back. Okay. Mount Tantus as a hyperspace from the Bad Batch. Very nice. From Wayland, a common card, but I love the hyperspace events there. Very nice. And then we have a hyperspace experience token there on the back. Moving through the common cards now. Lost Jedi. Daro Commando. Ooh, Knowledge and Defense. We have Yoda here. Interesting art. A little bit different for a Yoda card. Interesting. Very cool. Diplomatic Envoy. Enforcer Squadron. Bogged Down in Procedure. Sith Assassin. Imperial Occupier. Junior Senator. This one's just so cute. Aggressive Negotiations. We've got Padme Amidala there with Nute Gunray. Very nice. We're into the uncommons now. B2 Emo. That's Two Lies. It says there. Oh, he's so cute. He was such a fun droid in Andor. Very cute. Okay. Uncommon. Faith in Your Friends. We've got Princess Leia and Han Solo trying to hotwire the door for the indoor bunker. Very nice. I have the rare Galen Erso. Nice. You'll Never Win. With the Imperial Scientists there. And for my foil, it is a hyperspace foil. A rare. Evil is Everywhere, and we have Anakin versus Count Dooku. That is a fantastic card. Ooh, that might be contender for one of my favorites so far. Just the hyperspace effect and the foil for the lightsabers. Awesome. And then of course we've got a very shadowy Palpatine there in the back, making this one from episode 3. That is so cool. Oh, I love that card. That's a neat one. Okay, getting down to our last few packs. Still got some good chances for some fun cards like that one. Okay, let's go. Leia Organa as my leader card, but this is older General Leia. As we see here in the sequel trilogy, this looks like her dress that she wears in The Force Awakens towards the end. Leia Organa of a secret bloodline as a leader. She's got a garden in there behind her. That looks really pretty. Nice. She is a common. I can't believe I haven't pulled her yet. So excited to pull a Leia leader card, and then you get the full effect there with all of those sort of gardens and plants around here. Lovely. I love that. Awesome. Okay, we've got Amnesty Housing on Coruscant as our base card, which is a common, and it has the experience token on the back. Moving through the common cards. Consular Cruiser. Bardotan Ornithopter, Beloved Orator, Nimble Prowess. We have young Leia trying to escape the men chasing her on Alderaan. That's fun. Supreme Council Aid, Sudden Ferocity, Catch Unawares, Assassin Probe. That's a scary one. The jagged sort of saw blades on legs there. Contraband Starhopper. We're into the uncommons now. Coronet, Stately Vessel. Valsatha, one path, one choice. Nice. Crosshair, filled with doubt when we've got him in his sort of black Imperial outfit. Nice, from the Bad Batch. Cool. Uncommon, and I don't have him yet, so that's really good. We have the rare General Grievous scuttling to safety. Oh, that's fun. A rare card. Very cool. General Grievous is a lot of fun. And my foil from this pack is Consular's Cruiser, which is a common, but starships look cool in foil. So there we go. Okay, Jabba pack. Oh, I think we've got 5 packs left after this one. Come on, something really special. Okay, we've got Luthen Rail as our leader card, a common. On the reverse side there. My base card is Mount Tantus, standard version, a common card, and we have the experience token on the reverse. Moving through the commons, Dracilian Commandos, Nimble Prowess, Budget Scheming. Oh, we've got a nice Palpatine there, and that looks like Thrawn, Krennic, and Tarkin all together. Very fun. Ooh, a Hyperspace, Unveiled Might with Moff Gideon there. Very cool. Okay, ISB Agent, Inspector's Shuttle, Academy Disciplinarian, Catch Unawares, Remote Escort Tank, B2 Emo. We're into the uncommons now. I've got another one of him. Very cool. Creditor's Claim, a Hyperspace Rare, Arrest. Very cool. I don't think I have that one. Rare, nice. Another rare, Saw Gerrera's U-Wing. Nice. That would look really good as a foil with the hyperspace lines already there. Breaking the Rules. And then for my foil, I have Regulations Bureaucrat, which is a common. Not the most exciting one to have as a foil, but I'll take it. We have a Cassian pack here. I have Colonel Yularen, the common leader card. And there is the reverse. I have Naval Intelligence HQ on Coruscant as a common base card with the spy token on the reverse. Moving through the commons, Dogmatic Shock Squad, Cruel Commandos, Congress of Malastare, Hut Katal Starfighter, Coruscant Undercity Police, Emissaries from Ryloth, Ando Commission, Inner Rim Coalition with the Selkath there, Bravo Squadron Fighter, into the uncommons now, Sly Moore, Witness to Power. That is a really cool little effect there to the side. Very nice. That kind of looks like when they're watching the sort of the opera in episode 3. That's what that kind of reminds me of off to the side there. Crucible, Centuries of Wisdom, the Jedi vehicle there. Uncommon Tempest Assault. We have the rare Chairman Papanoida. That was the one that I was, that looked like that was from one of the other cards where it's a sort of a cameo from George Lucas there. Chairman Papanoida, Undaunted Diplomat as a rare. And my foil is Scour the Archives, which is a common, but that's kind of fun. I like the sort of the hollow library effect there in the background. Very cool. Okay, down to the last few packs. Got quite a few stacks of cards here. Okay. My leader card is the common Jabba the Hutt. There we go. And the full art there is on that side. Very nice. Funny that I Don't know if I've actually pulled him so far, but he's a common. Rick's Road from Ferrex is my base card. That is a common. We have the experience token on the reverse. GNK Power Droid or Gonk Droid, a common, but another one I don't think I have, so that's very fun. Very cute artwork there. Okay, moving through the rest of the commons. Relief Request, Budget Scheming. We have a hyperspace of the Senate Warden. Very nice. I love their blue outfit and helmet there. Very cool. Heroic Arc 170. Republic War Walker. Duchess's Investigators. Viper Probe Droid. Hunting Assassin Droid. We're into the uncommons now. We have Soulless One, General Grievous's sort of personal starfighter that we see on Utapau in episode 3. Swift and Agile, very nice. This would look amazing as a foil with that bursting behind it. Very cool. Creditor's Claim, Masa Meta, very nice. Uncommon. Another uncommon I don't think I have yet. Restore Freedom. Oh, that's really fun art. Nice. That is a rare. Nice. Got like the whole rebellion all turning up there. Very fun. And then my foil is Crucible, which is an uncommon. Very cool. Some fun ones in there I don't think I had. So, very good. Down to my last few packs. This has been so much fun seeing all the new cards. I don't like looking at the checklists before I actually get my hands on the card, so I like to go in sort of seeing the artwork first person for the first time. C3PO, my common leader card, and again on the reverse. My base is the Iskru Entertainment District on Coruscant, or USCRU. And then we have the spy token there on the back. Moving through the commons, Jade Squadron Patrol. We've got the GNK Power Droid or Gonk Droid. Knowledge and Defense with Yoda on Dagobah. Xenos Shadow Fighter. Assassin Probe. Pursue the Lead. Emissaries Sheathipede. Crate Veteran. Outer Rim Constable. Into the uncommons now. Diplomatic Immunity. I love that art. Mass Emitter. Muckraker Crab Droid. They're so fun. I have the rare Topple the Summit. Very cool. You can see the artwork there. And then for my foil, we have the uncommon No One Ever Knew from Rebels. Very cool. Oh, I'm down to, I think this is my last 2 packs. I've got quite a few stacks of cards here. They're about to start toppling everywhere. Okay, I'm going to open up Jabba's pack. Okay. Lama Su is a rare leader card in a hyperspace effect. Very fun. I don't have this leader card. Camino and Official. And then the full art there on the back. Nice. A hyperspace leader card. That's always very nice to see. Cool. And then I have the common Mount Tantus from Wayland as my base card with the experience token on the reverse. Moving through the commons. Populist Champion, Feed Security, Senate Warden, Senator's Aide, Sneaking Suspicion, Clandestine Connections, Warrior of Clan Ordo, Unruly Astromech, Inspiring Senator, Muckraker Crab Droid. We're into the uncommons now. The Wrong Ride. A hyperspace of Leia in the detention block. Very nice. Only an uncommon, but I do love Princess Leia, and getting a hyperspace variant of her card is quite neat. Very nice. It's not over yet. Nice. I like that. Okay, I have the rare Stolen Star Path unit. Of course, we know that from very early on in Andor Season 1. That's very fun. And then my foil is the Common Rebellious Functionary. So, not the most special card, but it's a foil. Okay, lucky last pack, and we have Cassian Andor, because we've had quite a lot of Andor in these packs, which I think is quite fitting. Very cool. Okay, lucky last. Let's see what I get for the leader. Okay, I have Deirdre Mirror, a common, and there, the reverse. We have the Imperial Prison Complex from Narkina 5 as my base card. That is a common with the experience token on the reverse. Moving through my last pack, starting with the commons. Treyas Acolyte, Ferrix Uprising, Scour the Archives, Darrow Commando, Grassroots Resistance, Ambition's Reward, Krea's Whispers, Supreme Council Aid, Unauthorized Investigation. We're into the uncommons now. Soulless One, Valiant Commando, Hunter. Nice. I was wondering if I'd see any more of the Bad Batch characters since I got Crosshair. Very nice. Extraordinary Tracker. He's an uncommon, but I like that one. Very cool. Restore Freedom is a rare. Very nice. And lucky last card, we have the, what is that? That says S. I'm not sure what that one says. It's just an S. I am the Law Senate. Not sure what does that one mean? It's not a common. It has an S. Not sure what that one means. Yeah, there we have. I am the Senate with a foil effect on it there. Very nice. Very cool. I don't actually know what rarity that is. It says S. Oh well, it's a very cool card anyway. I love the foil there. Okay, so that was fun. I'll do a quick little sort through and pull out my favorites from all of those fantastic cards. So now I quickly sorted through all my cards. I've got all my commons and uncommons here in the back, and then I've kind of got the special categories. Now, of course, there is overlap. You can have rares that have hyperspace and commons that are foils and things like that, but I'll just kind of go with rough categories here. So I'm going to start off with the hyperspace border cards. Now, of course, these are all sorts of rarities, but I just love the design going all the way to the edges. So we have It's Not Over Yet, Grassroots Resistance, Luthen Rail, Coruscant Undercity Police, Jar Jar Binks, Heroic Arc 170, Mon Mothma, Dryden Voss. He was a legendary, so I might just quickly put him in the legendary pile as well. Diplomatic Envoy, C-3PO, Naval Intelligence HQ, Vutan Polar, Senate Warden, Rix Road Ferrix, Republic City Hosnian Prime, Armor of Fortune, Lurking Snub Fighter, Mount Tantus Wayland, Unveiled Might, Arrest, that was a rare. I'm going to pop that one in the rare pile there as well. Lama Su, that one was a rare in the rare pile. So out of the hyperspace ones, I think it's got to be Princess Leia is my favorite. So I'm going to leave her at the top. She was only an uncommon, but I just really love that art for her. Now, next up we have the foils. Of course, you are guaranteed a foil as the last card in every pack, but we do have a little bit of overlap with some of the other cards. So going through the foils I got, Rebel Pathfinder, Xenos Shadow Fighter, ISB Shuttle, Heroic Arc 170. You can see we have a few double ups. This is also a hyperspace, but I think the foil really wins out on that one. Contraband Starhopper, Cyril Khan, he's a rare, so I'm going to pop him in the rare pile there as well. Naboo Security Force, another hyperspace foil combo card there. Tala Durith, she is also rare, so she's going to go in the rare pile there as well. Regulations Bureaucrat, Naboo Security Force, Tempest Assault, a little bit subtle on the effect on that one. Covert Operative, Armor of Fortune, Beguile, Consular's Cruiser, Scour the Archives, I love that one. Crucible, No One Ever Knew, The Wrong Ride, Creditor's Claim, Rebellious Functionary, Rebel Pathfinder, and we've gone back to the start. So I think it's going to be the Heroic Arc 170 is one of my favorite ones because we've got that hyperspace all the way to the border and the foil there as well. So I think that's got to be one of my favorite foils there. Now let's quickly go through the rares. So a few of these we just saw because they were also in the foil pile. We have Tala Durith, Cyril Khan, Lama Su with that hyperspace effect, Arrest, Major Partagaz, Evil is Everywhere. I'm going to put this one aside because I think this one is a contender for one of my favorite cards. Punishing One, whoops, Hyperspace Disaster, Dryden Voss, Ebon Hawk, love that one, Governor Price, Chancellor Palpatine, Fully Armed and Operational, Captain Rex, very cool, Naboo Royal Starship, Saw Gerrera's U-Wing, Dismantle the Conspiracy, Luthen's Hallcraft, Sabe, Exiled from the Force, General Grievous, Chairman Papanoida, Restore Freedom, Topple the Summit, Karis Nemec, Satine Kryze, Galen Erso, Stolen Starpath Unit, Restore Freedom, I did actually get that one twice, and back to Tala Durith. Okay, then in terms of my legendaries, we got Dryden Voss, Darth Sion, Darth Treya, Chopper, Let's Talk, and Lando Calrissian. So from these ones, I have to say, as a fan of Knights of the Old Republic, I am going to be pretty partial to these two, Darth Treya and Darth Sion. A little bit of a shame that I didn't complete the Sith Triumvirate by getting Darth Nihilus as well. I've got to check the checklist and actually see if he is in the set, but considering I got these two and they're both legendaries, I would love to track down a Nihilus card to complete that set. So they are really cool. Out of the two of them, I'm not sure which one is my favorite. I might lean a little bit towards Darth Treya just because of the epic fight against her in one of the really cool event modes in Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile app game. So I'm kind of fond of her in that one. Then I got a special card. I was a little bit befuddled because I don't think I've ever come across a card with the special note there. It had kind of thrown me off a little bit. But yes, this one is a special card. I am the Senate, and you can see it is also a foil one there as well, with Palpatine, Sly Moore, and Massa Matter in the center of the Senate arena. So, as the name would imply, a pretty special card. So, and then of course, I have this one, Evil is Everywhere, a rare with that Anakin versus Count Dooku art there. And I gotta say, I think it's a tie between these two cards. This one is a rare, this one is a special, but the foil effects, and especially this one with the hyperspace as well, both really cool. Alas, no showcase this time, but maybe one day. I've still got a few other boxes from both this set, Secrets of Power, and a few of the older sets that I have tucked away yet to open. So fingers crossed, maybe one day I'll come across a showcase of a really cool character in one of my packs. But there you go. That was a really fun booster box opening of 24 packs from the newest set, Secrets of Power. Had a lot of fun going into this completely blind, not knowing the character and card lineup. So there was some really fun pulls in that pack. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today as I opened up some more Star Wars Unlimited cards and had a lot of fun. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the galaxy, and let's hang out again very soon for more Star Wars fun. May the Force be with you. If you're a Star Wars Unlimited fan, I've also unboxed the Jump to Lightspeed pre-release box. That video is linked here in case you haven't already seen it, as well as a whole Star Wars Unlimited playlist. This is the way.